First Baptist Church, we're really excited about our focus on heritage and looking at the relationship of what happens in our congregation and what happens in the community and its impact on people's lives. And I'm really excited today to have Dan Fech, who is with Midday Miracles and has been a long-term connected with First Baptist Church and that ministry there. That service that it really impacts and transforms people's lives. Dan, just tell me a little bit about yourself and what you do with the AA and Midday Miracles.
Okay, well, I've been a member of this group for probably about 10, 15 years, somewhere in that area. All right. And started out, I was in between, I had a type of job where I could work from home once in a while and I'd get here on occasion. At that time, there was probably about a dozen people here.
Mm-hmm.
And some of them were old timers. And, I've been around and been in the program for quite a while. And but it was a nice group. And it was a good time of the day, convenient for me. And then eventually, in between retirements, all right, I retired 3 times, but I would have time, and I'd started coming every day, and I made this my home group, and it grew somewhat. All right, it grew probably from that up to a dozen to 20, 25 people sometimes, and it was a healthy group and a good group, and the group is structured so that we don't talk about the problem, we talk about the solution. And the solution is in the literature, and the literature is where we read just about every day in the program, all right, out of our literature, and then discuss it. And it grew and did well. And the people that come in here are coming usually from rehabs. All the rehabs around here tell people to come here because of the stability of this group and because of the years of sobriety in the group. All right. Well, eventually it grew pretty well, and then COVID hit. All right, and you guys gave us the opportunity to run the program downstairs. All right, which allowed us to use the space, and we went online. I forgot to talk about that. So we do hybrid also still now, but we were doing mostly all just the Zoom during COVID, and we held the group together. Everything went fine. We actually grew through that period, and people got sober, all right, online with the Zoom, which was very impressive.
So I think you were telling me that you're meeting now 6 days a week, and how many people are reaching?
Six days a week, all right, and after COVID, all right, our numbers increased, and now we currently are 35 to 60 people a day.
Wow.
All right, 6 days a week, and Monday and Saturday seem to be, we're maxed out. I mean, we got people are in the hallway. All right, so which is fine, but we're that's as far as we can go as far as numbers, and we don't turn anybody away. I mean, our policy is, all inclusive, never exclusive. So, but people come in and they're pretty well, their cards are reading zero. All right. Life is not good. All right. They're coming out of jail. They're coming out of rehabs. All right. Many of them, broken families, have lost all that they own, and, they're really in a bad place and don't love themselves. And
Man.
Another thing that we say in AA is, we're going to love you until you can love yourself.
Wow.
All right. So that's how we start. All right. And people come in, and we're called Midday Miracles for a reason. And miracles happen there every single day. All right. The lights come on. God enters their life. All right. Which is what our program is about. All right. Helping to build a relationship with your God. We say a God of your understanding, because it's difficult for some of these people when they come in, all right, to embrace, all right, the God of, Jesus, and the God that we understand. All right. Many of them have been hurt by that, and, have been disillusioned in their minds, and need a gentle, move forward. So the level of sobriety in that room is, the core group has close to 1,000 years of sobriety.
My.
All right, so it's a lot of people that have had experience with
I think
this.
I heard you were telling me recently about a fellow that had 58 years of sobriety before
58
he
years.
passed.
Last week we had a funeral for a guy that had 58 years of sobriety, and the funeral was a celebration of his life. All right, it was not, it was not like a normal service.
Hmm.
All right, and he was, both he and his wife were in the program, and they have, 5 kids and um, I don't know how many grandchildren. I think there was like 12 grandchildren, and
Hmm.
and on and on. And they have, some of them had kids, but everyone, what they did is they all got up and they talked to him about what a beautiful man he was, what a wonderful man he was. He was definitely a man of God.
So those children and all those grandchildren would have known
All
him
affected,
sober as a
all
lot.
affected. They never knew him as a drunk.
Man, that's
Not a one of them. They just knew this beautiful man. And we see that over and over again. I've seen families come in, all right, after somebody had passed that had been in our group, all right, and come in and thank us for getting their father back,
mm,
their son back, or their husband back, all right, for the period of time since they came in and since they got sober. And it's a beautiful thing to see, all right. And that's very addictive. That's more addictive than any drug or alcohol for me. I know that, is to see the lights come on in people's eyes. And what the church and this venue has done for us, you've given us a safe place. All right. You've always been cooperative. All right. And I know how some of you feel, when the church expressed that, you know, every day they see the parking lot filled at noontime. I mean, we're parking out in the street, and and on Sundays it's not like that. Most Sundays they say so. It's a beautiful thing to see. I know Pastor Dan. He was very supportive of us and was able to help us do whatever. But even after COVID, when we redid the room, put the floor in and whatnot, we were told that that you guys were just you know excited to be able to help us
well.
because you
Listen,
see the work being done there.
we're excited
Mhm.
about you. We're excited about the program. We're excited about Midday Miracles. We're excited about the transformation that happens in people's lives. And I know that when I'm here during the middle of the week, one of the things that just makes me smile is to see the scores of people that come in that door,
Mhm.
and knowing that many of them come out of there a different person as a result of the work that you do. So I just want to thank you for being a partner, and
Oh,
for continuing to make this happen in this community. Thank you.
yeah.